Tumbili. This might be the worst S&S Free Spin, at least given my experience on it. Both great theming, it does look awesome in the Jungle X-pedition area. Find out my thoughts in this review. Batman the Ride opened as S&S' first free spin coaster. Although other manufacturers made free spins, after the hatred that Green Lantern received, there was skepticism about if this design would work. As for wing coasters, X at Magic Mountain was the first and most ambitious type of these coasters. Other manufacturers like Intamin wanted to make a similar style, but cheaper and more gimmicky coaster. So we got those Zack spins like Insane at Gronaland. B&M and Intamin have also made regular wing coasters, such as X-Flight at Six Flags Great America and Rapterra at King's Dominion. In 2015, S&S built Batman the Ride to show off what they can do with free flipping. This was relatively well received, and Six Flags ordered a bunch of these coasters for their parks, as they offered a unique coaster experience for guests. Then, in 2022, King's Dominion added one to their rethemed area, despite not being a Six Flags park at the time. With green paint and some ruins around this coaster, it looks nice and fits so well into a jungle and archaeological area. Being in the plaza right across from Rapterra, it also makes this area really a cornerstone of the park with 3 interesting coasters. Oh, well, 2 interesting coasters in Tumbili, but it does look great off-ride at least. The trains have a Vestra restraint that will get you snug into the cars, which is good with how you're supposed to flip on these, as well as outer metal bars that you can hold onto as over-the-shoulder restraints. Overall, these are relatively comfortable and still allow you to move relatively freely during the flips. There are 2 separate sides to the trains, as well as being able to go up the lift hill forwards or backwards, which gives strong re-ride value to these types of coasters. I don't have a preference too much for a side, as I didn't ride the far side of what I dominated, but I have heard that side is a bit better. An outside seat did offer slightly better flips, as I got nothing when I sat alone on an inside seat. There are also bins in the station for anything in your pockets, such as your wallet or phone, so you don't need to worry about anything falling out while flipping. The larger issue with this ride is its capacity. S&S Free Spins now operate with just 1 train being loaded at a time, so these lines can crawl. While I could marathon Twisted Timbers most of the time I was at King's Dominion, I knocked this coaster out first thing with rope drop just so I wouldn't have to worry about it. King's Dominion will let you stay on and re-ride any coaster once if there is not a line. So if you're like me and like to get 2 rides on every coaster, just stay on for a second lap if you can. As you can visit when crowds are light, this low capacity really shouldn't be too much of a problem. Reptilian Next Door seemed more popular as a family-friendly coaster, and this didn't seem to have a massive line when coming back to it by midday. But likely, this line can be terrible, especially on a busy day. The ride starts off with a vertical lift hill. Although scary looking, you can't see much if you don't lift your head, so if you're scared, just kind of close your eyes here. If you do look around, you can get some pretty great views of the park though. After this, you go into the wild flipping portion of the coaster, or you're supposed to. I think Tumbili got confused and forgot what it's supposed to do here. After the first dip, there's almost always a flip, but I only got one when I sat on an outside seat. My first ride, nothing. It can vary significantly with how many flips you get, and that is kind of the point of a free spin, but I got no further flips on either of my rides. The easiest way to describe this feeling is similar to, at least for me, if you're in a tilt-a-whirl car and you're waiting for it to spin around. as you're nervous and never too sure exactly when that spin will hit and how dizzy it will make you. The hills and even elongated drops on the outside don't really seem to do much more, other than potentially adding additional flips. Though these were only maybe half rocking flips, at least on my rides. I'm not really sure why I can't feel the drops on these types of coasters, but normally I really can't. Off-ride, this is a beautiful coaster to watch, and it does look like some people got more flips than I did, which is likely why it's been cloned many times by Six Flags and other parks. But this doesn't have too many flips, if any, or it just feels that way, so I came off kinda disappointed that it's a much lesser version than maybe it could be. For those scared of flips, as even I am at times, this might not be as big of a negative. It just makes the ride slightly less exciting, as it's just a milder version of what an S&S Free Spin can be. Overall, how good is Tumbili? With few flips, this is a weaker S&S Free Spin. It still offers a beautiful addition to Jungle X-pedition and plays well for kids and families, which is the main demographic that this type of coaster is added for anyways. I rank it a little bit back of other free spins like Joker at Six Flags Over Texas, and right above Cliff Carver at Camp Fimpo. This is a neat mountain coaster that has a nice setting while having 3 strong legs. Auto braking does hurt, as you can't get the airtime and laterals that maybe you could be getting, but the laterals are still solid on some of the turns. I rank Tumbili right below, pole positioned from Amusement Midway providers that I rode at the Montgomery County Fair. This spinning coaster has unique character and strong laterals on all of them turns, including the various turns that I experienced while spinning. Being able to get laterals combined with spinning was a unique experience, and made it a really fun family coaster. The drops and bunny hills towards the end did little for me, or it would rank even higher in my overall rankings. What is your experience on Tumbili been? How many flips have you gotten? Let me know, and as always, Cup Coon Crop.